Today we'll be going over the top 5 most forgotten things inside of Roblox Jailbreak. So theoretically in this video you should see a bunch of random things in Jailbreak that you either just didn't know about or completely forgot about because they're so irrelevant. But before we get into that, we are doing a bunch of season pass giveaways for Roblox Jailbreak season 23 when that does release. And all you need to do to join the giveaway is subscribe to the channel and join my Discord server so that way you're able to enter. But now with that out of the way here, let's go ahead and get straight into this, the top 5 most forgotten things inside of Roblox Jailbreak. So starting small here, we have something pretty random, and it is the agent missiles. Believe it or not, yes, the agent does actually have missiles. As you guys can see here, if I go ahead and press G, I will be able to shoot missiles on the agent, and yet they're not really that good, hence why they're so forgotten. They do about 60 damage to each vehicle, and for the damage to players, it's not really that good either. Per missile, it does roughly 20 health, and you guys all know that is not good, especially when everyone has exactly 100 health. And as you'd probably expect, it's pretty much impossible to aim with these missiles because they just go straight ahead of your vehicle and you can't really lock onto anyone. Maybe if these missiles were the heat sinking missiles from like the rocket launcher or something, it would be a little bit more popular and not be on this list, but for the time being, it's gonna stay here for quite a long time. Not to mention there's pretty much no reason to use the agent at all anyways because the stats are pretty garbage. Hopefully one day this thing gets a little bit more popular and won't be on this list, but yeah, like I said, for the time being, it's gonna stay here. But now next up here we have something a little bit bigger, and it's over here in the prison. It's the visitor center. Here it is right here. Obviously we all know what this building is. We see it pretty much every day we play Jailbreak, but no one actually goes inside of the building. Like, I haven't been in here so long I completely forgot there was even a light on the ceiling because I thought they would have removed it for performance reasons. But something that is pretty good about the visitor center is there is actually stuff to do inside of the building. Like, you can actually use it to escape prison. As you guys can see right here, we have the inside of the visitor center with a window on the roof, but if you come in here, there's actually a vent straight into the actual police station. Obviously this is pretty helpful, but not a lot of people use it and talk about it at all, so it's just kind of sitting there in the corner of the map, not really being used at all. But like I said, if you use it properly, it could be extremely helpful. For example, if you were in a prison filled with campers, you could just run in there, grab a few guns, and wipe them all out extremely quickly. It's a very nice thing to know about. Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, not many people actually use it, and I barely see anyone actually going in there in public servers, so that's why it's on this list. So yeah, hopefully that makes your experience playing Jailbreak a little bit easier. But now these next two things are so small that I think I should just put them both into one anyways. Yeah, here in a 3.5 spot, yeah, that sounds really weird, but that's what we're doing. We have all of the weapon skins in the entire game. I barely see anyone actually using this menu anymore. It's just kind of here with a bunch of unused weapon skins. And honestly, a lot of these look really good now. For example, Tiger used to be all stretched out in the past. Now that actually looks pretty good. I might actually use this now. Let's try it over here on the pistol. We got Manga. That looks pretty nice. Not really my style, but it does look really nice, and I could see a lot of people actually enjoying that. Once again, we got my Tiger texture. That looks really nice as well. I'm gonna also use that one. So yeah, like I said, a really nice feature in the game that is just not used much, and yeah, it's really underrated. Hopefully one day they allow us to like upgrade our guns or something in here, like buy custom ammo to make them do a little bit more damage. That would be really cool. Like, imagine explosive ammo or something where you just shoot and it blows up. That would be so cool. It would be so OP, but at the same time they could make a ton of money off it because they can make it cost like 50k a bullet. Not trying to give Padimo any crazy ideas with that one, but I'm just saying it would be pretty interesting for the gameplay. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and make all of my weapon skins here Tiger because they actually look pretty good now. Like I said in the past, they looked really garbage and didn't really match any weapon at all besides camo, but now I could actually go ahead and use these without sacrificing the looks of the actual weapon, so that's really nice. And now here in 3.5 spot, yeah, we're still doing that. We have the house safes, and the reason why is pretty interesting. You guys will probably understand. Basically, every time you buy a house inside of Roblox Jailbreak, your house gets a free safe right here that you can arm at any time to get a little bit extra money from your robberies, arrests, or something else. But see, the main issue is this thing does require one extra person to arm, which is super inconvenient for solo grinders, and it doesn't even give you much extra money in the first place either, making it even more worthless. So I don't really see a point in getting a house just solely for this one feature. Like, a few years ago they revamped the homes and stuff, and all of these vaults were like the main part of the actual homes, but yeah, they became irrelevant pretty much a day later. So yeah, hopefully they make it so that you could arm it solo, or you just get a little bit more money from it so it's actually worth it, because yeah, like I said, right now it's not even worth it, and it's just kind of sitting there in your house not really doing anything. And yeah, really the only use it has is keeping people out of your apartment, because it doesn't actually have collisions like a lot of the other items in the game. For example, over here in the Crater City apartment, you could actually block people out of your house completely using the safes. So as you guys can see here, I could go ahead and put this right in front of this door over here, and well, now you just can't enter through there anymore. And unless I could actually, okay, maybe if I could actually close this door. So yeah, now as you guys can see right here, it's pretty much impossible to get inside of this home from that entrance, and you have to use the other door, which is rigged up with this giant completely garbage killing machine. And it just blew me straight through the house, and now I'm inside of the building. That is yeah, completely normal for this game. But now here for 4th place, we have something a little bit smaller but also kind of a bigger feature, and it is the ATMs. As you guys can see here, we got the ATM, you press E, you enter a code, and well, the reason these are on this list now is because they kind of require an update to be relevant, because every update we get in Jailbreak, we get a new code for the ATMs, and well, the last update we got was like 3 months ago, and yeah, we haven't gotten a new code since, and even then the codes don't give you more than 10k at a time, so there's not really any point in using these. They're just kind of here to keep interaction up in the game. It'd be pretty cool if every day there was like a random code around the map for some extra money or something, but for the time being, this is how it's going to be for a long time. But now this next one is over here on the police team, and yeah, you guys know it's big because it was probably the main thing in one of the previous Jailbreak updates. And you guys guessed it, it is the security cameras over here. Literally nobody uses them, and they're just completely broken. For example, this is the jewelry store right here. I'm not really too sure what's going on. It's just a bunch of empty buildings with like nothing around. Here we have a weird variation of the power plant that just doesn't have any doors at all and absolutely nothing outside. And then for the gas station, there's just nothing here. Yeah, you guys could tell it is pretty broken. Like, what is going on here in the sewers? The nightclub, also known as the casino, also doesn't exist at all, so it's just pretty much completely broken. Not to mention, but this is also incredibly laggy if you're trying to use it quickly, because it's loading in all of these different environments. But even once you get the cameras working, they don't even work too much because they're super laggy even when it's all loaded in, and it just doesn't highlight the players for that long. Like, for example, when you use the security cameras and you see someone through them, they will be highlighted on the map for a little bit, but even that isn't really too helpful. And honestly, all of this is pretty easy to fix. Literally all you have to do is move the camera over there to that environment, add a few effects onto the screen, and that's pretty much it. Because yeah, the way it is right now is not good at all, and it's not even that helpful, and it was pretty much the biggest feature in one entire update. Keep in mind, one update back then was all you got for an entire month of updates. Literally nothing came out after that for 2 months, because it is also a winter update. I know it's not really that bad compared to what we get nowadays, but that was back when updates were more consistent, and yeah, it still wasn't that good. So hopefully they fix that up more in the future, but for the time being, it's not really that good of a feature, and it's also just really forgotten. But yeah, with that, those are the top 5 most forgotten things inside of Roblox Jailbreak right now. If you guys have anything else you guys think should be in this video, if I make another one in the future, make sure to put that down below in the comments. And so yeah, with that, that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.